Yeah, good morning. It's Jim from JAGfx.com. It is Saturday, the 3rd of June 2023. This is just my weekly analysis video where we have a look at the Forex pairs. I'm trading on the daily time frame using the high probability and divergence trading methods from my books. So thanks for watching the videos. Like I always say, they're not the most exciting videos on the planet, but if you do like them, please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. That's always appreciated. Again, pretty early on a Saturday morning. It's great to wake up with a clear head. I stayed vigilant last night because I'm trading the 4-hour charts and I just want to make sure I cover it. So for me, the 4-hour charts, I've got a candle at 8 p.m. local and midnight. So I just sorted them out and all good. So let's get into it. Okay, now what's the first thing we do? Normally what we do is have a look at the news for the week ahead. So this is the Forex Factory free economic calendar. Good thing about it, it's free and you can set it up to be in your own time zone. So for me, that is Indochina time. I'm in Cambodia. So it just saves you the hassle of trying to work out different times, etc. You can add up filters, which pairs or currencies you want to look at and what sort of news you want to look at. You'll see my screen's only got grey and red squares. Red's high impact stuff. If there was medium impact, they'd be orange. Low impact would be yellow. The grey is just normally a public holiday or something like that. So let's have a look. We've got OPEC meetings on Sunday, which the market's closed. Monday, New Zealand's got a holiday, and CPI numbers out of Switzerland and ISM services PMI numbers out of the US on Monday. Tuesday is probably one of the big news events for the week. Australian interest rates. Now, they're not expecting a rate rise. I'm not sure about that though. Just be careful if you're trading the Aussie. That's Tuesday. It's always the first Tuesday of the month. So that's Australian interest rates. Just follow up on that. Australian GDP on Wednesday. Then Canada has their interest rate news. So another big event. Canada, Wednesday. They're not expecting a rate rise either. So just be careful if you're trading the Canadian pairs. So that's the Canadian interest rate news. Thursday, we've got unemployment claims out of the US. And I see on Friday they were a little bit off on their employment numbers. The experts got it wrong. You know what I think about experts, but anyway, let's move on. And Friday, Canadian employment or unemployment rate. So that's a potential market mover for Canadian dollar also. So we've got Canadian interest rates, Canadian employment numbers, and Aussie interest rates. So it's a fairly steady week, but there's some big news events there. It's not a huge week, but there is some major ones. All right, let's move on. Now, hope everyone's weekend's going okay. I'm still celebrating Queensland's win in the state of origin. Didn't expect that one, but we got it, so we're all good. And so I think my football team, my local team, Australian rugby league team is playing tomorrow. So we're struggling a bit, but you never know. Anywho, high probability. This is the Word document explaining what the different settings are on my charts. Now, most of the people watch these videos have got my book, so understand the setup, but those that don't, you can pause the video, have a read of this, just go through it. Any questions, feel free to message me or contact me. I normally go through most of this on the charts in a way, so you just see it's pretty common sense stuff. The main thing is the bottom indicator on charts is it's called the MACD Platinum. All it is a zero lag MACD. It oscillates around a zero level. It's an oscillator. And generally, I'm looking to sell when it's above the zero level and buy when it's below the zero level. But we'll go through all that in the charts. You can always pause the video, take a screenshot of this. And like I say all the time, I understand that English is not everyone's first language. I may talk too quick, or you may not understand the Australian accent. Just you can slow the video down, or you can add captions. I try to add captions now in English to the videos. So there's that Word document. So let's get on the charts, have a look if I can find them. Right, this is TradingView. I use TradingView for all my analysis. I take all my trades on MT5 these days. I still do a little bit on MT4, but most of it's an MT5. But I do all my analysis on MT4. And I do all my analysis on this TradingView. It's a watch list on the right. It's only a sample of pairs. It's not all 28 pairs. You'll see it's in alphabetical order. If it's highlighted in light blue, means there's trades on and there's been some trade management. Dark blue means there's a trade on or trades on and no action's been taken as yet. Highlighted in orange means I want to talk about it in the video today for some reason. Now, the good thing about TradingView is that on Friday close, I know exactly what's happening on Monday's open. So you'll see this when we get to there's one new trade for Monday. That's on the pound Aussie. That's a sell trade. And I'll show you what I mean when I get to that. So yeah, so that's just my watch list on the right here, and the highlighted colours there. The three bottom pairs are just more out of curiosity. They're not ones I actually trade. That's the US dollar, US 500, and the Bitcoin. All right, let's have a look at it. Stand by. Yeah, sorry about that. I just had an incoming call. Now, where was I at? We'll talk about the watch list on the right. We'll start, as I said, it's in alphabetical order. So we'll start with the AusCAD. I'll just explain what's going on here because this looks like a busy chart because it is. Generally, the most recent trade's on the right here. So you'll see the pair, the date, the trade, and my thoughts on the trade. That's all on the right normally. That's the most recent one. All the older trades, in this case, I've got 3 sell trades on. So the red designates sell. So here's a sell here. Hang on, where we got? That's the 1st of Feb. So here's my notes. Here's the 1st of Feb. And my trade management on that. So basically, I took a sell up here. Stop loss is there. Can't lose on that one. Another sell was taken on the 28th of March. Here, stop loss for that is in the same place as that one. So I've already closed half, 10th of April. So let's have a look. I reckon it'll be in here somewhere. Yeah, in here. So I closed half. Can't lose on that one. Another sell. This was the most recent one, 15th of May. Taken here, 15th of May. And what have I done? 19th of May, closed half. So what's that one? I think that'll be in here somewhere. Yeah. So in here, closed half. Drag my stop down. I can't lose on that. Now, the market's kept on going down. In the meantime, we've got the MACD Platinum below the 0 level. So remember I said I'm looking to buy. So there's a green dot below the 0 level. So that puts me in buy mode, hence the grey vertical line. It's just a warning signal for me. There's no buy signal as yet. So I've got these 3 sells on. So what I'll look to do early in this week, especially if I get a new buy signal here, which I'd take, I would start dragging these stops down, trailing these stops, bring them in tight, locking in profit, maybe closing one of these trades. You know, I can't lose on this. Obviously, this first one, second one, it's not much profit in there. I could probably drag a stop down closer. The third one, I could consider closing or something like that. So just get a bit creative with trade management. Remember, this is the daily chart, so I'm only looking at the charts once a day. There's no rush. There's not going to be any huge, unlikely there's going to be any huge candle that's going to take out all my stops out one day. So just getting ready, getting prepared to take some action. That's the AusCAD. Now, when I call these trades, I call them on the day. They're all called, the new candle for me is 4 a.m. local. I generally don't get out of bed till 6 a.m. local, so 2 hours after, but there's not much happening in that time. The signal presents. After I go through all my charts, I make notes, I take a screenshot, then I share that screenshot in the JAGfx social media groups, which is the Facebook group, the TradingView channel itself, and Telegram channels, and Matt from Family Man's Discord channel. So, and the screenshot also gets placed in a shared folder that everyone's got access to. So it's updated in those groups. So it's all very transparent at the time with stops in place, etc. And any trade management's also called in the same groups and updated on the daily updates. Everyone's more than welcome to join any of those groups if you want to follow along with my trading on the daily charts. I'm not a trade signal provider. These are just examples of trade entries and some trade management ideas. That's all it is. So that's the AusCAD. Looking good there, can't lose. Time to think about moving some stops down on these sells. Aussie, Japanese yen. All right, Aussie yen, one pair it is giving me some grief. The yen pairs have been tough to trade lately. I've been banging on about this for a few weeks now in the videos. You can have a look at my notes here. It's 12th of May, which is this one here, sell signal. Didn't hit my stop. I haven't moved my stop. Took the sell there, it went against me, came down, broke this trend line here, took a second sell. And now we've got an opposite QMP filter dot. I could close both trades and take the loss on both, but we're just about at the stop. So I'm expecting to be stopped out on both of these, not quite yet on Monday or close to it, unless there's a massive reversal sometime over the weekend. I don't know why, but yeah, it's just a messy chart. You look at it, there's just nothing, no clear signals anywhere there. MACD Platinum's above the zero level. Oh, I've lost one of my divergence lines again. Let's just draw that in so we're clear on it. Bearish, so we've got, you can see the divergence here. Look at this as the oscillator, the MACD Platinum. We're going down and with the highs on that, whereas the price is going up. You can see price is heading up, and it's probably still heading up. So there's certainly divergence there, and probably have another go at a sell again. But these two sells are looking pretty sick at the moment. Like I said, the yen pairs have been tough to trade across the board. So yeah, Aussie yen not looking that good. All right, let's move on. Let's move from the depressing pairs into better pairs. All right, Aussie USD, highlight in orange. There's a reason for that. So let's have a look at the charts here. We took a sell on the 15th of May, which is over here, and 25th of May closed half. So let's have a look at 25th, 24th. So yeah, closed half on the open of this candle here. We're getting close to this 65-cent level, and we're at the previous lows, and the MACD Platinum is through the zero level here. So I closed half and moved my stop down. Then 2nd of June, I moved my stop down just inside the entry as I trailed it, knowing that the NFP numbers were coming out on Friday, which is a USD, affects the USD, which is obviously involved in this pair. I moved my stop down, and that was stopped out on a spike on Friday. So moved my stop down on the open of the candle, and later in the day, stopped out for an overall small profit. So remember, I closed half down here, and the second half was closed just inside the entry. So it's a small overall profit. In the meantime, in this buy from the 2nd of June, there's the notes on that. So this is buy. It was a high risk trade. The trend appears to be heading down now, but I do like that it's maybe price may have found support at the 65-cent level. It's a big round number. MACD Platinum's well below the zero level. So there's a zero level there. MACD Platinum. So looking to buy. Took the buy. It's looking so-so at the moment. Not setting the world on fire, but no action to be taken as yet. Stop and place down here. But so we're out of the sell. So I just leave any trades that it was stopped out, or any trade management on the charts for the video. Then after the video is done, I'll go and tidy up these charts just to show you guys what's happened. All right, so all right, EuroCAD also highlighted in orange. I don't know why. Let's have a look. All right, we're in a sell from 2nd of May. So here's a sell here. Can't lose. There's the trade management. Stop and place. Can't lose. Now I am. On Monday, I've made a note, and it's already noted here. On Monday, on the market open, when I get out of bed, I'm going to move this stop down here to 146,852. So all I'm doing is bring it down to this into this level here, just above this highs in here. So I'm just going to lock in a little bit more profit. In the meantime, I took this buy on the 25th of May, 26th of May, sorry. Yep, 26th of May. Took a buy there, thought this support level was okay, and basically just went right against me. I had a pretty tight stop, stopped out for a full loss on the 31st of May. So like I said, I just leave these, stopped out here on this candle, and it was a good stop because prices just kept on heading down lower and lower. In the meantime, drawing these trend lines in here, getting just a bit of preparation. You can see lower lows on price, but still the MACD Platinum is still higher. So there's divergence forming. Nothing's been confirmed. If I keep on drawing these and they no longer valid, I just remove them. But it's just a bit of preparation. That's all it is. So we took a loss on the buy, but in the meantime, we're in this sell, which is offsetting that loss. I'm going to trail that sell stop down on Monday. So that's what we're doing there. So it's Euro CAD, and I'll tidy that chart up after the video's been done. Euro yen, another yen pair. Let's read my notes here. What's happened here? All right. Right. The good thing is we're in a buy from back here. So we're still in this buy from the 23rd of March, which is over here. Closed half on the 3rd of April. So I'm thinking that might be in. Yeah, it wasn't a very good close, I don't think, in here somewhere. So I locked in a little bit of profit. In the meantime, trailed my stop up. So I can't lose on that. Just had to pause the video for a sneezing fit. So we can't lose on this buy. So don't worry about that. I'll look at just dragging the stop up a little bit higher as we go on. Then what did I do? 18th of May, took a buy. So it's this one here. And it didn't break this high here. And I got a bit concerned about it. And on the 30th of May, which is the open of this little bearish candle here, I closed for a small overall profit. I just didn't like the look of it. MACD Platinum was at the 0 level. It didn't break this high here, previous high, so I closed it for a small profit. So that's why that's still on the chart. Then I've taken this sell trade on the 11th of June. I don't know how I could possibly take a sell trade on the 11th of June when it's only the 3rd of June today. Let's change that to the 1st because it's obviously 1st. Jesus, Jim, that's a shocker. All right, let's do it. Thursday, 1st of June. That makes sense. Yeah, 1st of June. There we go. So I took a sell here. There's this resistance level on price, and I've got this backup of a potential, I've got this backup of a partial no-lose buy trade on. My only concern is that a high-risk trade is trading against the uptrend, and it's a yen pair. We've got a stop in place, so even if it was stopped out, it's not the end of the world. The small profit we took here helps offset it, and we're also in a buy that we can't lose on, which we can trail a stop up. So that's not the end of the world. Even though it's a high-risk trade, this sell, there's some protection or insurance by the buys. So that's Euro Yen. I'll tidy up that chart when I'm finished. Right, Euro New Zealand. Just make sure I am recording here. This one's a bit sketchy. Took a buy here on the 15th of May. Now, it went against me right from the get-go. It came very close to my stop. You can see my original stop was at 171354. Now, I think the lowest I got there was low 71676, 71672. So it came close to my stop, but not close. Then it popped up nicely late last week, and it's ground up slowly. And it just looks like it's running out of steam. So on the 30th of May, it was this bearish candle here, and it just MACD was through at the 0 level. So all I've done is brought my stop up above the entry level. So I just don't want to lose on this trade. I'm not gonna. I probably could have taken a few pips there, Probably could have closed half, but it's not. Hang on, what have we got? Yeah, 250 pips. So I should have probably taken some pips there. It may head up again, but I've got to stop in place. I'm not going to lose on it. In the meantime, I've got a red dot on the MACD platinum above the 0 level. So it puts me in sell mode. So hence the grey vertical line there. It's like a warning signal. So I probably missed an opportunity to take a couple hundred pips out on half the position. We'll see how it goes. But I can't lose on it, which is the main thing. Euro USD. All right, still in a sell trade from the 18th of April. It's here, 18th of April. You can read my trade management there. Already closed half, locked in profit. Can't lose on that. Now, I've taken a buy on Friday. It was a high-risk trade due to market structure. It was markets heading down, lower lows, etc. But there is hidden bullish divergence there. It's a little bit tricky, this one, but there's the low there on the MACD Platinum. It sort of equates to that low in here. And there's the lower lows on the MACD Platinum and higher lows on the price. We were going to major US news with the NFP numbers on Friday, so it was a bit of a risk, but because I've got this sell trade on, partial sell trade with no lose, it's good. So it gives me some protection, that's all. And as it turns out, it went against me after the NFP news. Not horrendous, but it's on the move. MACD Platinum still well below the 0 level. So we'll just give it a few days and see how we go. It's Euro USD. Pound Aussie. Now this is the one. I've got a new trade for Monday. Now, what I mean by, I'll just move this red line out. I've already put my notes on the chart. With TradingView, it will present this red QMP filter dot on Friday's close, whereas MT4, MT5, that dot won't appear on those charts if they've got the same signal until the open on Monday. So that's a good thing about TradingView, just gives you a bit of a heads up so I know exactly what's happening on Monday. So what's happening on Monday? We've got this new sell signal. Now, it's a high-risk trade. I've already written my notes. There's Monday, 5th of June. I'm assuming it's going to open pretty close to where it closed on Friday. I'll just adjust that if there's a gap. Stop loss, I'm going to put my stop loss up here. It's already nominated. There's prices going up, going up, going up, high highs. The MACD Platinums hasn't. So it's regular bearish divergence. The trend is up. There's the moving averages, the 50, the 100, the 240. They're spread and heading up. High risk trade going against the trend. But there is divergence. And also, still in this buy from the 7th of Feb. There's a stop there. I could probably drag that stop up a little bit higher, depending on how we go the next couple of days. Generally, I like to trail a stop between the 100 and the 50. So, and we're looking at these lows here. So I could probably bring my stop up. I'll probably do that on Monday or Tuesday, lock in more profit. And if this continues down, then all good. If it turns against me and takes my stop out, as long as it doesn't take this stop out, we'll be protected with a buy. So it's the Pound Aussie, new sell on Monday. That's my only new trade for Monday. Pound Swiss, highlighted in orange for a reason. Now, we took a sell, or I took a sell on the 23rd of May, and I've got this opposite QMP filter dot, and it's close to this previous support level. So I called the close. Close 31st of May, so the open of this big bullish candle. So close for a loss on an opposite QMP filter dot. That's the only reason I left it on the charts to show you guys. So closed it there instead of letting it run up to the stop. In the meantime, we've still got this potential divergence forming and MACD Platinum still above the 0 level, so I look for another sell opportunity. But I took a loss, and instead of taking the full loss, it was probably about a 60% of my loss. So I did reduce the risk. I'll tidy up the chart. All right, pound yen, nothing's happening there. Pound USD. Now, I made a mistake. Not a huge one, not the end of the world type mistake, but all right, let's just go through this. So the 12th of May, took a sell, which is here. This is this one here. This number here is the 12500 level, so it's a big round number. I took a sell And that level sort of held, went down nicely. 19th of May closed half, so I'm thinking, yeah, in here. When price got to the MAs, MACD Platinum's already through to zero, closed half. It's gone down lower, lower. All I've done is drag my stop inside the entry level, so I can't lose on the... In hindsight, it's probably not the greatest place to put it, but that's where I put it, and it was stopped out on Thursday night. Now, I forgot to call this on Friday morning, so it doesn't, no big deal, stopped out. The stop was already in place, everyone knew about it, but I just missed it by a day, and so I made note of it on Monday's update. I just missed it on Thursday. I should have called it on Friday morning. I didn't, so I stopped out for an overall small profit on that sell. Then, in the meantime, I'm taking this buy on the 31st of May, and MACD Platinum still below the zero level, but price has gone up to the 1.2500 level. I probably should have taken some action then when I hit that level there. And the Friday's on-farm payroll news, obviously USD affected, wasn't kind to me, so it's come back straight back down again. In hindsight, my stop probably should have been above the high here for the sell, but it wasn't to be, and I would have been still in this. Would have been a smart thing to do in hindsight. But hindsight, as we know, is a great tool, and it doesn't make you too much money. But it's a lesson learned. I could have left a stop just above this high here. I still wouldn't have lost on the sell, and I'd still be in that sell trade with the buy looking a bit dodgy. So yeah, no, well, we didn't lose anything on the sell, but the buy's not looking that good at the moment. So it's a pound USD. I'll tidy that chart up after the video. Right, got on to go slow mode. New Zealand CAD, nothing happening. USD CAD. All right, yeah, this is hindsight. It was a good one here. All right, took a buy. On the 15th of May. So I took this buy here, initially went against me, then bounced up nicely, got to this previous high, and it just started looking a bit sketchy, a bit ugly. So what I did was I moved my stop up initially on the 25th of May, and then the 1st of June, I closed at break even. So let's have a look at the 1st of June. I'm thinking 30th, 31st. So on the open of this candle, now hindsight shows it was a great move. On the open of this candle, I closed this. We just had this, there's a red dot on the MACD Platinum above the zero level, hadn't broken this previous high, just looking all very weak, this buy. So I called the close on the open of this candle for a tiny profit, and bang, look what happened. So hindsight there, it worked well. It was a good call. Pat in the back, Jim? No, it was a lucky call. So no, but it was based on the previous high not being broken, red dot on the MACD Platinum above the zero level, just not worth the risk. I'd already moved the stop up, but all good. So we got out of jail there, but you know, it's not the end of it's not the end yet, because I've now, since on Friday, taken another sell on this. It's a tough one because that's a big bearish candle. It's one you could avoid if you want. Yeah, I'm not that happy. Yeah, big bearish candle like that, but there's a decent resistance level up here on price. Double top, you can call that a double top. MACD Platinum's above the zero level, so worth a shot. There's a stop. It's a big stop. You might look at reducing that risk pretty well straight away. But the good thing was we got out of the buy safely without any loss. So I'll just tidy up that chart after. Right, USD, Japanese yen. Needles and pins in my left hand. Now I'm using that for the mouse instead of my right one. All right, good thing is we're in a buy from in here somewhere, 30th of March. Can't lose, there's a stop. Could probably look at trailing that stop up a little bit better, but there's all my trade management so far, so all good. So 4th of, it's this one in here. Yeah, 4th of May I took a sell, stopped out for full loss. Now I've taken another go at it. MACD Platinum's been above the 0 level for a long time. Taking another sell here on the 1st of June. Initially went for me, then NFP numbers again messed that up. But the good thing is, if it gets stopped out, I'm still in this no lose buy. So it's helping offset these losses I'm taking on any sells. Now, I know some people say they can't buy and sell at the same time. If you're serious about trading, you've really got to get an account. You can do that. There's ways around it. It doesn't matter if you're in the US. Even if you're using Forex.com or Oanda, open a second account. Just balance your accounts. It's not hard. So that's the yen. So, a buy, can't lose, sell, going against me a bit at the moment, but not the end of the world. Still looking okay. Gold, XAU, USD. All right, we're going to sell from 12th of May. Can't lose on that. There's the stop for that, so it's all good. These green lines, that's 2,000 level, which is obviously a huge number on gold, and that's the 1,800 level, which has proved a sticking point in the past. So I've since taken this buy here. Initially went up nicely, but Friday's figures dragged it down again. Stop in place there. As I said, not the end of the world because the sell's still in play. Helps offset any potential loss on the buy. Yeah, it's a slightly higher risk trade due to market structure. Yeah, now we've got a vendor going past. You can hear the microphones going, speaker. Yeah, slightly higher risk trade just due to the market structure, lower lows. But the MACD Platinum's still below the 0 level, so we're in buy mode. And we'll just try and trail the stop down if we can to help offset any potential loss on the buy. All right, now we're just down to the 3 pairs I look at for out of curiosity more than anything. US dollar. Last signal was a sell on Thursday, but NFP numbers have now pushed it up a little bit. That's the US dollar. I just draw the buys and sell lines. It's all a bit messy. Just something I'll follow. US 500, US stock market. All right, this blue line, it looks like it's been broken. There is another one up a little bit higher, but I'm not going to draw that in the chart. If we go to the weekly, I'll show you. So you could probably put another level at this sort of level here, which is where we're at pretty close to now. This is the weekly chart, so it's all a bit messy. But that blue line just shows you how long it's been on the chart for. We'll go back to the daily. Again, all the blue and, we've got divergence here. I've just drawn some lines in. Market's going up. The MACD is not following it. If it wasn't, the MACD would be up here somewhere, but it's not. It's dragging the chain. So there is still potential to come to the downside. That's the US stock market, but we've definitely broken this blue line now. Yeah, that's a buy signal there, but it's not a valid one according to my rules, so it's not something I'd take. But you could base it on this now being support if you were that way inclined. Remember that it has got a bullish bias, the stock market. All right, Bitcoin, I'm starting to drag this video on along a bit. Bitcoin's just stuck in between the 25 and the 30,000 level. We've got the support level here. Last thing was a sell. Would you take it? There is hidden bearish divergence there. But you've got the support level sort of going sideways. So going nowhere fast. All right, that's it for the charts. Yeah, I'll probably rabbit it on a bit there, too long. You get the idea though. Thanks for watching. Enjoy the rest of the weekend. Stay safe wherever you are. And if you, like I said, if you do like the video, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. That'd be greatly appreciated. And if you've got any questions or want to discuss anything trading, I'm easy to find. Feel free to hit me up. And I'll talk to you good folk on Monday. Cheers.